Greetings, Inquisitors. Hope everybody's having fun tonight. Hope everybody's had a good Mother's Day. Said something nice to their mothers. If you haven't called your mom, if you haven't sent her flowers, given her a card, done something nice for your mom, there's still time. Remember your mamo on Mother's Day. All right. So you see the screen behind me. This is the project that I'm working on right now, the beginner's guide. Comprehensive beginner's guide to how to start Galaxy of Heroes. Start strong, build to win. We're going to try to train all new players the most efficient and effective route to build their first characters and teams. That's the goal. That's what we're working on. All right. Let's see what we got in chat over here. Let's catch up. We got Iago, Joey, we got Pedro, Nabokov's in here. All right. To all the dudes out there, hope you guys did something special for the ladies in your lives. Yeah, good job, Joey. You tell them. Get them. Take care of those mamos. Hopefully Mrs. Loquitur enjoyed Mother's Day. Yeah, we did. We went out with some very good longtime friends of ours, and we stood in line at a restaurant. We put our name in line to get a table, and they said it'd be an hour. So we went there and waited another hour beyond the hour, and they weren't even seating people because the kitchen was so far behind, and they were doing pickup orders, and it was a mess. So we ended up going to this little kind of hole-in-the-wall place that wasn't busy. It was a burger joint, and I saw this burger on the menu. It was called Double Trouble, and they're doing half-pound beef patties, and it's 2 half-pound patties on a burger. And I was like, man, that sounds pretty good. And I'm looking at the menu, and then I see right there at the bottom, they got this thing called the King Kong burger, and it's a double. So it's 4 half-pound burgers. And I'm like, okay, I got to get it. I can't eat the whole thing, but I got to get it. Oh, my God. That burger was like this tall. 2 pounds of meat. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. So they got to watch me pig out on my King Kong burger. Turns out it's not actually made with King Kong. I asked the waitress if it was made with real King Kong, and she said no, it was beef. So that was a big disappointment. But yeah, so we had a lot of laughs and hung out with our friends and told stories. And since COVID hit, we really haven't done much of that. It's really been barely even going to restaurants or anything. We went back out to a restaurant for the first time a couple weeks ago. So this is literally the second time I've been to a restaurant since COVID hit last year. Crazy. When I think about it, it's been over a year, and just now, the second time I've gone out to a restaurant. So, yeah. We got Mama flowers yesterday. So, little Mando picked out the kind of flowers that we were going to send, and we arranged to have those delivered. So, Mama got flowers yesterday. We bought her some candy bars, showered her with gifts and cards, made her feel special. Unfortunately, I'm not able to do the same with my mom. I lost my mom to cancer a few years ago. Wearing a pink shirt today, kind of in honor of her. So Mother's Day still makes me sad. I miss my mom. I really wish she was still around. So for anybody out there who has a mom who didn't call her, didn't take care of her, man, I tell you what, you do that while you still got her around, because it goes fast, and one day she's not there anymore, and you'd wish you'd been a better son and called her more. I mean, I think I called her enough, but I miss it. I miss her. So it's my sad sob story for Mother's Day here, starting out the channel. All right. Here in the UK, we still can't sit down indoors at a restaurant. Can't wait to live a normal life. Glorious G. Wow, that's crazy. Still can't sit down in a restaurant. Huh. Chocolate strawberries. My mom loves those. That's pretty cool. Joey says, sorry about that, man. Can't imagine how tough it is. Yeah, it's really weird because, like, it doesn't bother me most of the time. But every now and then, like, I'll hear a song on the radio that I know that she liked. And it's just this, like, really sudden and intense sadness. Like, something will remind me of her. And you know, grief is weird. Like, you can never go back, right? And you got to, time passes and things get better. But it's still just in these little moments where something reminds me of her. And then it's like, oh, man, you know, I miss her. So savor those moments while you got them, boys. That's my public service announcement. Oh, Grandma Maud's in here. Hey, she's got hearts everywhere. That must mean that Mother's Day went well. For anybody who hasn't figured it out yet, Grandma Maud is Mrs. Loquitur. She took the name Grandma Maud for the channel. It's pretty funny now because her personal emails come across as Grandma Maud because she changed her name in Google. That's pretty funny. All right. Let's see what else we got going on over here. What's the best counter for a CLS team if you don't have premium characters? So we figured out the other day that Padme is not the best counter for a CLS team. A team that can get to Chewbacca. So especially if you have Jedi Knight, well, if you don't have any premium characters, if you're that early in the game and you don't have any premium characters, I think a Empire team, Vader and Palpatine, could probably do well against it. I'm just trying to think early game what you would have that would do well against an early game CLS team. If it's early game and they've already got C-3PO, you're in. You just pass on that node and fight the other areas where, like in Grand Arena, if they got that set up this early in the game, I don't know. I don't know what you're going to do. But I feel like the Empire could do good work against that. You should be able to shock a few things with Palpatine and get some good hits off with Vader. If you could take Chewbacca out, the team is manageable. If you can't take Chewbacca out and you can't get critical hits on Han or the CLS, then the team, it gets really hard. It's really hard. I have a good Padme team or a good JKR team to use. Yeah, that's good. The Padme team, we found out last week, suffers under the free turn meter when buffs are resisted. So we played that against a team with C-3PO, and they pretty much timed us out with a whole bunch of turns because we couldn't. They just kept. We kept resisting buffs. They kept getting turn meter, and that went badly. So be careful with the Padme team. Loquitur, why is Grandma Maud not a mod? Well, because Grandma Maud doesn't know much about moderating channels. To be honest with you. Let's just, full disclosure here. My wife's not very interested in Star Wars Galaxy of Hero or my content or my live streams. She drops in and gives it the lightsaber and then pretty much goes on with the rest of her life while I do my thing in the corner. So, a mod would actually have to stay for the channel. Grandma Mod says, should I change my name to Mrs. Loquitur? No. I think it's funnier at Grandma. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you like, hon. So who wins if neither people can clear a team? It comes down to banners. It comes down to the old baneros. So what you got to do, you just got to make sure that on one of your other clears that you do more efficient clearing than your opponent, and then you'll get it. Let's see here. What do we got? So if you go into Grand Arena and you look at, if you look at the top, let's see. Did we clear this one? Yeah, so in this one we didn't clear, they didn't clear, we got more banners, so we're declared the winner. So that's how it works. You just got to score more banners than the opponent. The famous, the husband saying, "Yes, dear." Refresh Nabokov. If you're tied on banners, the highest galactic power wins. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That is correct. So that if you're going, I guess the question is if nobody clears anything, if it's 0 versus 0 wins, then whoever has the higher total galactic power for their account takes the win. I think it should be the other way around. I think the person with the lower galactic power should get the win. That makes more sense to me. But underdog takes it. All right, so let's look at some questions. We had a question about gold gear on low-level characters. So what is that question asking exactly? I'm assuming that they must mean either the biotech, because that's a gold gear, or those binocular things. Let's see if we can find somebody that needs those. Like this. No, that's not what we're looking for. I'm unprepared for this conversation. Sorry, y'all. Let's see. So there's one of these binoculars that needs gold like this. That's purple gear. That's not gold. So maybe talking about biotechs. I don't know what other gold gear we could be talking about. But how do we get those efficiently? And my answer is we get them out of the shops. Like I always watch this shop for the biotech implants like this. And the Shard store can sometimes have that as well right here. So if you watch these shops, you'll be able to get those biotechs. I despise the biotechs. They're to me they're like the they're this kind of gear where I don't find a good way to farm them that I like in the game. There's not a node that I like to farm these off of. They're in fleet, they're in regular energy. Every node that they're on, I don't like. So I buy them out of the shop a lot. Pretty much exclusively out of the shop. And then every now and then I get to the point where I can't get enough out of the shop and I'm really held up on these things. And this is one of the pieces of gear that you can get from the shipments for crystals at 15 per unit. And I do recommend that this particular piece and the Mark III Scener Hollow Projector are both a good value to just buy them straight out of the shop. So if you need 50 of these and you're having a problem farming them, save up your crystals over a course of a couple days, click that button, buy 50 of them, and you'll keep getting them and you'll say, oh, well, I shouldn't have bought those 50. Believe me, you'll need the next 50 too. So every now and then I find that I do have to spend crystals on these because I just can't get them out of the shops fast enough. And then the Mark III hollow projectors here are the same kind of a thing. They're a good value out of the shop. I rarely have to buy them out of the shop, though, because they also come out of fleet. And if we need to build a few of these real fast, like for a relic or something like that, you can come over to this fleet node and drop some fleet energy on them. I find that it's easier for me a lot of times when I'm building up to a relic to spare some fleet material than it is the regular energy. So I'll dump some fleet into this and be able to get this out of there. But those biotechs are they're painful. They're just inefficient to get no matter how you get them. So, but they are a good value out of the shop. 15 crystals each. That's not a bad deal. Remember to crush the like button. This. Smashing, slashing, like drains, smushifying, whatever it is. What's good for Mother's Day? Put flowers on the like button. I don't know. Send it a card. Whatever you got to do. I use the Fleet Node 8 energy. Yeah, that's reasonable. I will not crush the like button. The like saber is an elegant weapon. Yeah, does the job. Hardly even any effort, right? Just flick of the wrist and the like button is gone. However it works in your imagination is good enough by me. Using Fleet for that is kind of a waste. Well, it depends on how you look at it, because if you're looking at it as getting a Mark III hollow projector as gear, it could be a waste. But if you look at spending that energy to get it and then converting it to a relic material to relic a character, then it's an effective way to get those relic materials. It calculates out highly effective. If you've got more regular energy than you do fleet energy, if you're in that situation, then that hollow projector also comes off of a node that I love, which is this node right here with the bayonets. So there you get the other side of that biotech, like the filled in part of the biotech. You get these bayonets and you get the Mark III hollow projectors. This is the very best node to farm if you actually want to farm these hollow projectors. So the hollow projectors at least are worth farming. Those gold biotechs just aren't. There's just no... Let's go take a look at it, because maybe somebody can enlighten me on something that I've never seen before. So when I go in here and look at all the different nodes that this farms off of, here's a hard node in Fleet for 20 energy, and the drop rate on this is atrocious. I mean, you maybe get 1 if you do 5. So you spend 100 Fleet energy, the other gear off this node isn't good, and you get like 1 of these. This is the node for the Ghost, which isn't bad. It gets you some of these, which usually aren't too much of a problem. There's that Medpac that I was looking for. That's also gold gear that you might need at a low level. But you can see here that I've gotten it from raids and guild events and stuff like that, so I'm not hurting for that at the moment. And a couple other pieces of gear that aren't that good. So, but really, do you want to farm a hard node just to get a couple of these? And then this node here on the dark side, this is a Mark 8 that you need for some characters, but this is not... is that the one that you use for relic level stuff? I think that might be the relic level one. But yeah, there's just a bunch of garbage on this node too. There's not stuff here that I want. So anywhere that I farm this, it just feels like a bad deal. All right, let's catch up with chat. The golden med packs and the golden data pads. Yeah, all that stuff seems to come out of the shops for me. There is a data pad that you have to farm. Yeah, there is a gold data pad. I think Geo Soldier might be stuck on that. But see, I don't farm it, right? Like I've got 28 out of 50, and the Geo Soldier is hung up on that. But if I really wanted to level that character, I could farm it from Fleet right here. So I always prioritize my energy, right? This is a good node. It gets you either one of these nodes would be fine to farm that piece if you wanted to. Or you can just wait. So like what I did, I used everything else on this character to get it to 16.5 for that Watt event, and I'm just waiting. Someday I'll have it. I'm not in a hurry to get him to gear 12, so I'll have it someday. If I was in a hurry, then I would farm that last piece. In my gear video, I do mention last piece farming. So when this character is important and you just want to finish him to gear 12, yeah, if that's what you're waiting on for your last piece, go in there and farm it. No problem. No problem. But I'll wait for it because I'll get it out of a raid or I'll get it out of an event or something. And then I won't have to go looking at it. And I can still farm stun guns and stun cuffs with my energy. All right. Need all of my fleet energy for shards and relic gear? Yep. If you need it, then spend it on what you need. Evan Bob Squarepants, in your opinion, what is the best character? Well, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren is the best character overall most flexible. I'd go with that. Would you get mad if I gave you a dark side lightsaber? All lightsabers are dark side. We're Inquisitors, we're Sith, we are dark side. If you're a Jedi and you have a lightsaber, then you stole it and there's something wrong with you. So no, by all means, use that lightsaber. Okay. All those come from gems for me. They're too costly to farm one by one. Okay, fair enough. Evan Bob says, I would trust whatever Loquitur says. He's good at these kinds of games. I'm not good. I don't know if I'm good. I know that I'm efficient. So I work from different angles and I kind of build up, statistically what works and what doesn't and pick the easiest route, most efficient way. So in that way, I'm efficient. I don't know if I'm good. Nick Wilson caught a live stream. Hey, man. Finishers all come off of 10 energy fleet nodes. Yep. Nice. At Darth Loquitur farm Gideon for troopers. He's super good. I've started him. It's a matter of priority, right? So I ran out of all of my relic materials, and I like to have a bank of relic materials. So I like to have like 115 of the flawed signal data, like 150 of these, and 150 of these. So I built up my bank of the fragmented, of the different kinds of signal data. And now I'm back to working on my Marauder. I have to do him first. We got to get him to 7 stars. And then once I get the Marauder to 7 stars, I'll put all my extra Cantina energy toward Moff Gideon. I've got him on my main account. He's so fun. He's just a massive, game-changing character. It's weird. He's so subtle. It's not that he does so much damage. It's that he cuts all the damage from the other team by more than 50%. Crazy good character. All right. What is the first Zeta I should put on my Sith Empire team? Just unlocked Darth Revan. What's the best Zeta for the Darth Revan team? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Somebody in chat has to answer this. I would assume his leadership, right? Isn't his leadership the best skill? This one, where he gets immune to turn meter reduction. Let's see. Villain gives him can't assist or attack again. That's good to keep him alive. Villain is that he equalizes health. So I don't know. Let's see what the chat says. I began farming him last week and obliterate the Galactic War early game with Gideon. Yeah, nice. Malik Zetas, then it depends mostly on what you use the team for. Now, Arva, somebody, if we're talking about only Revan himself, what's the very first Zeta we should put on the Revan? Is it Revan or Bastila Fallen? And which one? Well, I'm hoping that somebody intelligent in chat will answer that. Or somebody dumb who knows the answer. I don't care. I guess you don't have to be intelligent automatically to answer it. I had a question about Sunfac. So somebody said, did you buy Sunfac shards from Fleet and Guild Store, just the Fleet Store, just the Guild Store? Is it worth spending Guild currency on him, or should I save for gear? And at what point should I also get Colonel Stark? So here's my method. In the Fleet Store, if you're playing early game, you want to build this up to at least 2,000. If you're over 2,000, you buy these Geo ships. Between 800 and 2,000, you look for Sunfac. And he does show up in the Fleet Store often enough that you'll get him in a reasonable amount of time. You never want to spend below 800 until you have General Grievous completed, or Darth Vader if you're working on Vader. So early game, you always want to be looking for Grievous. you always want to save for him and Darth Vader. So always have 800 in your bank in case him and Vader show up. Once you get Vader finished out, then you're always looking for Grievous. Then you're looking for Sunfac, and you only buy these other ships while you're over 2,000. Now, in this store, if you say Sunfac is showing up in this store, I don't know. Let's talk about the guild store with Stark. I do the same thing early game with Stark. If you go back and you watch my Loquitur videos, you'll see that I did exactly this. I saved up here till I had at least 900, and I always kept 900 in the bank here because if you buy a pack of this rare gear, it costs $840, and I always want to be able to buy those Mark V droid collars. So if I buy some Stark shards, I only buy Stark shards when I'm at, like, let's say 1,500 or more. And then it takes me back down to 1,000, and I still have my $840 in the bank to get these if I need them. So that's a bit how I play that. And then Stark is one of those characters. If you look at my Loquitur account, I got him to like 4 or 5 stars really quickly. And then it was very slow building him up to 7 stars. I mean, it was months because I would save up currency and then I would find gear that I wanted and I would buy the gear and I wouldn't have enough for Stark shards. And it really took a long time before I got enough of the furnaces, enough of these discs that I could quit buying them and focus on buying Stark. But if you want Stark, just buy Stark straight up. Don't worry about it. Just spend your currency, get Stark, get him going. That's fine. But again, just for efficiency, what I did, saved up, bought Stark when I'm at 1,500. Otherwise, save for Mark V droid collars. So then I think he's talking about Sunfac showing up in this guild event store. I think that's what he's talking about. Because you do get characters down here, and you do get pilots and ships that you can buy. So if you're close to the level 78 challenge, and you don't quite have enough Sunfac ship, buying it out of here is okay. You know, if you need to spend here a couple times to get your ships up and running for that level 78 challenge, then that's fine. Other than that, never spend this currency for anything ever, 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 unless it's one of these characters, Skywalker, Malak, Hermit Yoda, Wampa, one of those 4. And never spend this currency for anything except Malevolence or Negotiator. It's the only place in the game that you can get those 6 things. Just don't do it. The only thing in the game that would motivate me to spend this currency is if I wasn't ready for the fleet challenge. I've heard people say that when stun guns show up, they're like 480 for 10, like this, like the Carbanti here, and that they do spend this currency on stun guns. I don't. Again, it's up to you. Can't tell you how to play your account, but you know, I've probably spent maybe 800 or 1,600 of this currency preparing for that fleet event because I messed it up and I didn't remember correctly what ships that I needed, and I kind of had to correct at the last minute. So I did have to spend some of this currency to get ready for that right at level 78. But my advice to everybody, do not spend this. Do not spend it on gear, characters, anything. Malevolence and Negotiator only. These 4 characters only. Let's catch up on chat, see what chat's saying over here. Okay, so they answered the question. Lead, then conquer, then Bastille of Fallen. Lead or conquer. Okay, nice. So we got that question answered. That's good. What's the next logical step after the Revans or Malak? A galactic legend or an awesome clone or trooper team? Nick Wilson, that's a good question. So here is the truth of it. What do you want next in the game? If you say, okay, I'm stabilized, I've got good characters, I'm doing assault battles, Like, I need to win Squad Arena now. If you want to win Squad Arena, you can't do that without a Galactic Legend. You can early game, but once people start getting Galactic Legends, it's pretty much restricted to the very best Darth Revan team, maybe a fabulous Padme team if you've got good enough mods, or Galactic Legends. So if that's where you're at and that's what you want to do, you would build a Galactic Legend. If you say, you know what, I want to do better in guild stuff, I want to participate more with the guilds, then you need to look at like General Skywalker path. Build up the Padme team, build up the Separatist droids. That'll help you in the territory battles for Darkseid. And then once you get gas, build the clones. And that gives you this long-term kind of, 8-month plan of things that you have to build and relic and work on, and it's all good stuff. But it's going toward the objective that you want to achieve in the game. Let's say you go, okay, I just want more income. Like I want to score more gear so that I can build more characters, and I want to accelerate that. And you say, okay, I'm going to build the Imperial Troopers team. They're going to lock down several of those events for you. They're going to help you get income from the assault battles, from conquests, from other game modes, and then you build a good Jedi team under Jedi Knight Revan. You keep working on that stuff, and you work on teams that build up the things in the game that give you more income. So there's no generic answer to that. Once you get the Revans built and you're looking for what project to do next, you got to figure out what it is that you want to do next in the game, and then pick the very best thing to do what it is that you want to do. Whether that's guild events, if you say I want to score high in Rancor, then pick a Rancor team and relic 5, 6 different characters, 1 to get eaten by the Rancor and 5 to do the raid, and build a team to get better score in Rancor. If that's what you want to do, you got to set your mind on a goal, go for that goal, build that team. All right, Biscuit says, I pretend like the guild event store doesn't exist. Yeah, that's right. Pretend it doesn't exist except for those characters and ships. Unlock the Vulture Droid node at level 27, and you can get it in time for level 78 without refreshes or no. No, you cannot. Statistically, it takes 97 days to farm 145 shards of the Vulture Droid. But early game, it's going to be worth it to refresh that node every day and to get that to 5 stars and for that to be one of your ships to unlock the challenge. So in everything that I've calculated, once you get access to that Vulture Droid node, you should farm it twice a day, every day, until you get the ship at least to 5 stars. Then you can go to farming it single time every day until you get it to 7. Let's see, what's okay. Why unlock the Negotiator over Malevolence if you already have Geos? Oh boy. Okay. At Glorious G, because it holds better at defense, I would assume. There's a question in here if I'm going after Hoda. I'm going after nothing. I'm just saving my currency right now. Just saving my currency, and then when I decide what it is that I want to do with the currency, I'll spend it. So let's talk about the Malevolence versus Negotiator. So what I did in my account, I'm planning to build 2 fleets. So my thought was I'll build the Geos under Tarkin, and that'll be a fleet. I'll put Anakin, Houndstooth, Ahsoka, and have Plo, potentially the Silencer, and I will build those ships up for a Negotiator. And then once I get the Negotiator going, I'll have a full fleet with Anakin, Houndstooth, Ahsoka. I'll use those as my starting 3. I don't really want to commit to 5s yet as a ship, so we didn't. But we'll have those starting 3 under the Negotiator with the Plo Koon, and then we're going to build up the Clone Sergeant. So we'll have 5 good ships, 2 good reinforcements, and that'll be a fleet. And then, man, what's left over, right? We got the Geos, and we're reinforcing them with a TIE Silencer and a Slave 1 under the Executrix. So again, we've got 2 good reinforcements, and that fleet right now is my arena team. So once I get the Negotiator, I basically have a team that's good enough to be my arena team as my second fleet. So that was it. That was my thinking. It's a much cleaner path, and what I would recommend for new players is to go the Geo route and then go into Malevolence and just, focus on your main fleet. Having two fleets is a lot of galactic power, and you can see that it's unbalanced. I have way more galactic power in ships already than I want, and I keep fighting with it. So right now, I would love to be at 400 on ships and 600 on characters, but you can see the ships just get away from me. I love the ships. I keep building the ships. And my galactic power keeps going up and up, and it's too much on ships. So it would definitely be cleaner if I had just gone with this and gone for the Malevolence. But I wanted to go for that as my first fleet and then switch over to the Negotiator and have two fleets. And it's kind of a clean path, but man, it gives me a lot of galactic power in ships. All right. Let's see. Anakin and Ahsoka ships aren't the best with Home 1. Loquitur wants two good fleets, and I'd assume for GAC and Territory War. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's the best answer I've gotten for the GL question so far. Good. All right. My guild is beginning to take the challenge Rancor more seriously. What are the best non-GL teams for early game that are worth taking to Relic 5 and still perform well in that raid? Padme and Imperial Troopers, says Thomas Coldham. Thomas, I agree with you. Padme is a good team for everything in the game and also will get you a good score in Rancor. So yes, why not? The Imperial Troopers with Piet are so much fun now. The problem is that Piet is really a long farm. He's single shard drop. And, if you want a trooper team and you're not working on your Piet yet, then you're a long way from getting your trooper team, because you got to get him to 7 stars and you got to get him Relic to get him into the challenge tier Rancor. And the trooper team, as fabulous as it is with Piet, if he's not in that team for the challenge tier Rancor, like the damage drops off quite a lot. It really does drop off quite a lot. But what you can do if you're building up the team, you can do Veers, Stark, Gideon, Range Trooper, and then as your 5th, you can put in Darth Vader for that team until you get to Piet up and running. And you probably want to have a Relic Vader anyway, so it's no loss to Relic the Vader and have him up and going. And that team, on tiers 2 and 3, where you can go in and destroy the door and get a lot of damage in on him with the door on his head. The Trooper team is good for that. Padme team is good already in Phase 1 for killing the Gamorrean Guard to help your guild get through that part of it. Two best teams. Thomas Coldham nailed it. All right. Arva says, yikes, I'm only 10k behind on character GP, but he's 130k less on ships. Yeah, Arva, that's exactly it. I've blown up my GP on ships. Getting 2 fleets. But when I have 2 fleets, I mean, honestly, what I'm probably going to do in Grand Arena most often is put that Negotiator fleet on defense. Because if I can still have my current arena team on offense and put a Negotiator fleet on defense, woo! We're going to get some holds, boys. We're going to get some holds. That Hound's Tooth is about to get up and running, too. I feel like Bosk gets the... it's a toss-up between giving Padme a level up this week or giving Bosk a level up. And, man, I think Bosk is going to get the juice. Piet is double shard drop starting soon around July or August. I think it's something like August. But, yeah, I mean, if you want Piet and you want the trooper team, you can run him at 3 stars. The problem is all of the event stuff that requires 7-star characters, then your Piet's just locked out. That's where I'm at right now. Like he's such a great character and he does so much, but so many of these events are 7-star Empire characters, and then Piet has to sit on the bench. Probably be another 2.5 months before I get him to 7 stars. He's testing my patience right now. I tried to accelerate him during the double drop days, but I got shut out on my Piet. It was a bummer. All right. To be honest, I've blown my characters, GP up on characters a bit. OR and Phoenix are killing it. I've blown up my stuff because of shard shop. I'm addicted to the shard shop. It's like a drug for me getting shards in the shard shop. So if we go take a look at this, I've got some characters now that I've unlocked. You'll see that I've got Biggs Darklighter down here at 7 stars now. I kept getting shards for him, and I was up to like 500 shards for Biggs Darklighter, and I'm like, man, that is a lot of shard shop currency. So I popped him up to level 7, and these are like 5,000 each. Yeah, 4,600 when you get him up to 7 stars. So I've got a bunch of garbage characters. Royal Guard we did. IG-86 we did. Let's see. I think that's it. But we got Tebow and the Tusken Raider down here that we've done. Ewok Elder, Ewok Scout. So we've done a lot of these garbage characters, but I keep getting these characters that just have sickening amounts of shards. And when I did like 3 of these characters at once, and I came over to my shard shop, and I had 99.50 or something like that in shard store currency, and it just, blew up my shard income and got to buy everything that I wanted for like 6 days in a row. So I've added some galactic power that way with characters that are completely useless, but I want the shard shop stuff. Speaking of holds, did you get any holds today? Not yet. Not that I know of yet. All right, so let's see. Maybe we got time for one more question before we go into the Grand Arena. Somebody was saying, let's see. Am I right in thinking that I can use 70 gold salvage pieces like the Mark 12 cybernetics for Electrium conductors, and it'll be the exact same conversion rate as using a fully crafted pieces because I don't have the purple pieces from the shard shop? So farming 70 of the gold pieces might be easier than farming the 30 plus the 40 purple. So that question answers itself. If you're a free-to-play player, cheap-to-play player, however you want to look at it, and you're trying to get these Electrium conductors, you got to get them however you can get them. And if there's a way for you to efficiently and effectively get these out of the shop, if you're comfortable using the shard shop to buy the purple gear, make the fully crafted gear, it doesn't matter. The conversion rate here is 15 of the score for each one shard that you get, and the conversion rate is sickening. You need 80, so it's like what 5? It's over 5. It's 5 1/3 pieces just for each level, each one Electrium conductor that you get. So it's really, I think, probably the hardest relic material to develop in a free-to-play account if you're not willing to pay for these items. So yeah, if you just want to farm the gold stuff and not develop any of it and just cash it in and trade it in, I have to do that all the time. I don't always have the purple stuff to do it either. I like to do it that way because I feel like I'm pretty good at using the shard shop, and that allows me to kind of flex that currency into relic materials. But the answer is yes. If you don't have the purple gear to get there, then by all means use the gold gear, get what you need, and get her done. All right, let's see if there's anything else in chat that I got to catch up on. You have Padme and Traya sitting unactivated. Yeah, I had Padme. I still got R2-D2. I still got a bunch of characters in there unactivated. Joey says, that's why I'm against going Phoenix first. People think they have to take him to gear 8 or 9 to get Thrawn, and he's still good at 5 stars. So, Joey the Goat, I'm remaking a beginner's guide, and I am going to recommend taking the Phoenix all the way to 7 stars and get Thrawn. Just because, and again, for unexperienced players, something that I've been given to think about, it's just Phoenix are easy to play, and they're one of the teams that can regenerate health and protection pretty well and allow you, with just one team, to finish out the galactic war every day or most days. And for new players, people who are new to the game, they don't want to be frustrated by being left behind in galactic war. So the reason to get your Phoenix to 7 stars is less about Thrawn, and it's more about being able to competitively get that money and shards and everything every day out of the galactic war as soon as you can in an easy way for new players. So with that in mind, I'm going to recommend the Phoenix as the first team, taking them all the way to 7 stars just because it's easy. All right, we've got a lot of people in here who have not deployed the lightsabers. Friendly reminder for everybody, crush it, smash it, slash it, do whatever you got to do. Get that like button annihilated. Treat it like a Sith would treat it. Take it out. Pretend it's a Jedi. Get rid of it. All right, let's get into this Grand Arena stuff now. Grand Arena stuff. Imagining Treo with a DR team hurts. Yeah. I don't know. You guys can tell me if somebody in the chat, somebody asked me some questions about Darth Revan teams, and I feel like, especially early game, the synergy that you get by having a full Sith Empire team outweighs whatever one character you would put on that team to make it better. Until you get something like Wat Tambor that's a game changer, I feel like you just got to stick with the Sith Empire for that extra 50% critical damage or whatever that you get out of Revan. I agree, Loquitur. I'm fine with taking them to 7 stars, but most people overgear them. Yeah, Gear 8, Gear 9 maybe. A little bit higher on Ezra is okay. And then we're going to recommend that you do not build the ships. Do not build the Phoenix ships. Just a waste of galactic power. If you're going to stop building the characters, then the ships are going to be limited at whatever you stopped building the characters, and they'll get progressively worse and worse and worse, less efficient. So why build ships that you plan to quit working on? Makes no sense. All right, so last Grand Arena, we placed a heavy defense. I think he did play against my Geos once. Nope, I guess not. So he saw my defense and he just gave up. He's like, I don't even want to try. Or he had better things to do like Mother's Day. Who knows? But my last opponent here didn't fight against us, so we did get the win. Today, we have Detlaf Irritane, Kyber Contender. I don't even want to pronounce this guild name. Looks pretty cool, though. Looks Russian or something. But it's not spelled in the Russian way. Ships, 333, 393. That's a lot of threes. Galactic power, 650. So he's got less than me in ships and quite a bit more than me in characters. Grr. Already got the Negotiator up and running with a 7-star General Kenobi. So this account's been around at least long enough to get a 7-star Kenobi and a 5-star Negotiator. He's got Anakin, Ahsoka. He's got a Geo Fleet. Luckily, Sunfac's not finished. He's got 5 ship. The Houndstooth is still pretty mediocre. So we've got a really big ETA. And if he plays these 3 as his starting ships, let's say the Anakin, the 5 ship, and the Houndstooth, I feel like we can work around that okay and get to Anakin's ship and be able to deal with that even if he put the Negotiator on defense. It'll be tough, but I think we're okay. If he did that, then I don't think his Geos are going to beat my defensive fleet. So he hasn't got much invested in any of his other capital ships. Even the Executrix is low level. Home 1, mediocre. So I don't feel like he's going to have what it takes. He will have had to keep the Negotiator on offense, which means I should be able to blow through him on defense. But we'll see. In terms of characters, Revan, Geo Brute Alpha, another Revan. So as soon as I see these 2 Revans, you guys know what I'm worried about, right? Like, oh my goodness, is there a Malak? and I do not see a Malak in this account. There is a Sith Empire Trooper. So this guy has a fully functional Revan, HK, Bastila Fallen, the Sith Empire Trooper, and then I think Marauder's in here somewhere too. So he has a fully functional dark side team for Revan. It's horrible, horrible, horrible. Then we've also got Jedi Knight Revan. We've got a Padme team on top of that. So you're looking at a Padme team with Jedi Knight Anakin potentially, an underdog. Ahsoka's in here somewhere. So you've got like a 3-man kill squad there. You've got Revan, Grandmaster Yoda, Bastila Shan. You've got like a 3-man kill squad there. So if I'm him, I'm keeping the Padme on offense, the Revan on offense, and putting at least the Geos, probably the Darth Revan, on defense. Got an Enfys Nest down here at gear 11. So this guy has got a host of dangerous toys. Looks like they sat in a lower division and had Nest and Wampa for solos. Yep. So this is an account it's whenever I see an account like this, I always think to myself that it's an alt account. Like this guy has an account that he's playing as his main for fun. And this alt account, you can be super patient, take a long time, sit in a guild, build this stuff up. You don't care. You're not trying to get to galactic power or unlock teams or whatever. He's just chilling out with his alt, trying to destroy noobs at a low level, which he can do. Look at this, Traya 7 stars. So he's got strong tools in the toolbox. He's only worked on good stuff. Dangerous opponent. I feel like he's not going very fast in his GP. Yeah, exactly. He's just chilling out. That's how they're Kyber contender. Do I think I can handle him? Nah, I can't handle him. I can't handle somebody who's trying to win Grand Arena. But that doesn't mean I ain't going to try. For sure. All right, so we did something a little bit different this time. If I put my Padme on defense, we know he's pretty much going to blow through my Padme team with almost anything that he keeps on offense. So we can't commit to throwing away our Padme team. We have to have the Padme team in case he puts the Revan team on defense. So what I did, I put this Bounty Hunter team. I gave them Count Dooku and Tarkin because they're just two of the biggest characters that I have besides the Bounty Hunters. And built this up to 70,000 galactic power, which it's a speed bump for this guy. This is maybe a nest for him or something. But, I got to do it. I got to try to speed bump him. For the Jedi, we put in Grandmaster Yoda, Ezra, Plo. And again, it's a speed bump for this guy. And then we did put the Geos back here, hoping to at least make him make some choices before he gets to my Geos. But yeah, it's not going to be a very hard defense for him to clear. My hope is, in this particular case, I'm going to try to go in and win on banners on offense. So we've got a Traya team here where he's got both Nest and Wampa in the same team with Traya and 2 other annoying characters. So I think this is something that Vader might be able to handle. I'm thinking Vader. Then we've got Geos over here. It does have the Relic Brood Alpha plus a Gear 12 as a spy soldier. So we definitely need 5 characters here. I'm going to have to take in the full 5 and sacrifice the Stormtrooper against the counterattacks from the Brute. There's not much other way to get around that. So I'll have to keep Piet in here. I'll have to keep all 5 troopers and make sure that we can get through these Geos. This Sunfac is pretty weak. So even if I can't get an early kill on the Brute, we should be able to get an early kill on this Sunfac just from the area effects. So I feel like we'll win that. We're going to lose some banners on it. And then I expect to find the Darth Revan team here in the back. I expect him to try to bleed teams out with this and to have the Darth Revan in the back. So we're going to save the Padme for whatever's in back here. And if there's nothing good in the back, we'll do like an Anakin solo or something like that and just try to murderize whatever's back here for max banners. I don't think I can get crazy with the banners. I think I really just have to get through his teams with some kind of efficiency and hope that I can score more points than him. That's it. That's it. All right, let's see. Let's catch up with chat. He has Hermit Yoda too, so it's an old account. Yeah, it's been around for a long time. Why are they going for Wampa first? Because they've gone with the Revans and they've gone with Wampa and Hermit Yoda, and they'll go straight into Jedi Knight Luke, and they'll have Jedi Knight Luke still, under 1.5 million galactic power, and he'll solo any team that he goes against. Put him and Hermit Yoda together, and they'll just crush everything in the game forever for the next 2 million galactic power. So yeah, I imagine that's what he's doing. And then he puts the Nest and Wampa on defense. Yeah, but it's not bad, right? Because those are characters that you have to pay attention to. And if they get away from you, they can be real hard to deal with. He has Darth Revan in the back, I'm guessing. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing he puts this team here with these roadblock characters and then tries to fool you into wasting a good team, and then you're caught short against his Revan. So I think standard stuff for this Vader will bring him in with these two other guys. I think I will put him in the leader spot for the extra offense. And we'll try to call Enfys Nest right off the bat. We'll just do a Force Crush and call Enfys Nest. I think we'll have enough to kill her. I hope. And then we should be able to finish out the rest of the team. I'm not too afraid of it. What do you guys think? Is this enough? Good enough? Need more? Am I going to end up with a cleanup team? If I end up with a cleanup team, we're in trouble. Because we're going to have to clean it up with something small and still be able to challenge something big on the back. So what do you guys think of this? Tell me in chat. You think this is enough? Do we need to bring in somebody else? Another character just to take a punch or give a punch or whatever? Vader and Sith Trooper, Kylo Ren unmasked, not needed. If the Wampa starts to get away from me, I really need a taunt. I need a taunt in the way so I can use Kylo Ren to stun the Wampa and not let him go crazy on me. He can stun Nest if needed. Yeah, Arva, that's right. Safe plus good banners if all goes well. Yeah, too much? Now, I don't think it's too much. I think this team, this guy's got good mods too. We didn't look at his mods, but he's been around for a long time. He's been farming his mods. He's been putting Zetas on characters. He's got everything he needs. All right, we're going to put this over on Canderous and see if we can get an assist and kill him. Excellent. And then we only got 2 buffs on Nest. So let's go over to Wampa instead and see if we can take out this Wampa. Then let's kill Canderous. Let's put a debuff on Traya. And then we'll hit Nest. Oh dear. That was surprisingly effective. All right, let's call her and see what we get. Wow. Vader. Doing more than I thought he would do. That's good, though. Now we get to see the back. Oh, he put the Padme team in the back. He put the Padme team in the back. Interesting. Interesting. All right, so we got a 3-man underdog under our belt. And we're going to have to probably do a 3-man underdog on this as well. And we're going to have to be very careful because this consular is going to be used to set off Anakin. This Kenobi is so weak that if we're not careful, we're going to trigger him and trigger Anakin. So we've got to Oh, look at this. 50,000 total. Yeah. We have to make... We may have to take more characters in here than we want, simply because we've got to be able to soak a hit from Anakin. And we may need to do exactly the same thing he's doing. But I think I can do this with 4 characters. So if I do it with 4 characters instead of 5, then we'll still get a little bit of bonus. We'll have Kenobi in there to trigger more Anakin. And I think we'll take that match no problem. Not sure. I got to think about Kenobi, whether I want him in there or not. All right, let's look at likes. The likes are not enough. You all know that troopers are powered by likes, and the troopers right now are at risk for failure because we are 1 like short. 1 like short of trooper domination. So pay the toll, boys. Somebody's got to pay it. All right. Good, good, good. I think you don't need Ahsoka. Ahsoka's going to be the one that takes the takes the taunt off of Kenobi, though, and lets us get to that Anakin so that we can focus Anakin specifically and kill him. So Ahsoka's a done deal. She's in the team no matter what. It's only a question of whether or not we take Kenobi. JKA bonus turn does 100% extra damage if they're all Galactic Republic. That's correct. You trigger JKA 3 or more times. 4 hits is better than 1 x2 damage. If you're just going to one-shot GK with your first AoE, yeah, we're not just going to go in and do AoEs, though. But we're going to get caught behind the taunt and have to kill Kenobi with a regular attack. And if we do, then we'll do area effect and just trigger him once. But then as soon as I trigger him, I want him to either hurt or kill my Kenobi, trigger me as well, so I can get right back at him. All right, we got enough likes to get the troopers going. Powered by likes. All right, here we go. 5 nice troopers. We're going to put the mark onto Stark or Stormtrooper. I think in this case we may actually put the mark on Stark and let him take the hits, just on the off chance that we can keep the Stormtrooper alive when he takes his first turn. We'll taunt with him, and then we can kind of trade off between Stark and Stormtrooper if the other Geos get a turn. So I think that's what we're going to do. Okay. Here we go. Power up. Put this on Stark. Do the big area effect. Take your beaten Stark. All right. Mass assist. Kill that brute. Do the taunt. More area effect. More area effect. Brute Alpha's left alive. More area effect. And Snowtrooper for the finish. 59 banners. We took that 1 hit from the brute. Guys, I can't say enough about this trooper team. I could have built a different team instead of the troopers. But every time I take that team into a battle and they do what they do, it makes me smile. And I can only hope that for you at home, people watching this stream, I hope that when you watch the team, it brings a big of a smile to a face as it does to mine. It feels so dominant and fun. All right, look at this. Complete garbage fleet. 43,000 galactic power on fleet. Yikes. So either he was really relying on his Geos to hold, or he just doesn't care if I win. This is an opportunity for us, though. My goodness, is this an opportunity. My goodness. All right, so this 2-star Bosk, this houndstooth is garbage. Trash. Throw it in the dumpster. Man. 2 ships? Spy and Sunfac? I think we bring in Spy and Sunfac and leave everybody else at home. Just win that way. I don't want to get too greedy, but man, that seems like a lot of banners that I can get right there. Okay. I think 4 characters. I think we do it this way. Yeah. And if I lose by 1 banner, I'll be sad, but I feel like this Kenobi being able to take a bump and stand in the way, trigger Anakin to get an extra turn because of the taunt, I think that's going to be important for this mirror match. And he gets retribution to the rest of the team. I feel like I have to do it this way. All right. Get 72 banners because his ship isn't max stars. All right, his Anakin is super fast. Super fast. All right, I kind of want to get rid of all these buffs, but that's going to do horrible things for us. So let's do that. Let's kick Anakin. Nope, resisted. Did he have the protection up? I think he might have. Okay. Are we willing to lose a Kenobi right here? I kind of think we are. Padme's going to get a turn anyway, right? Now let's just do this. And let's do this with Padme. And let's just keep working on Anakin. Hey, stop attacking my Anakin. All right. Let's see. Let's just keep working on him. That should... all right, let's take the taunt off of Kenobi. All right, now I don't care, right? Gotta get him. Gotta kill him. Why can't I kill this Anakin? All right, take it. That's fine. All right, now let's buff up. All right. See if we can kill this Padme. Got the Padme. Now we just got to kill his Anakin before he kills me. Let's kick him. Ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Ugly. We got a 3-for-1 sale on the kills, though, so we only triggered him once for getting 3 kills. That was worth it. How was his Anakin that tough? Like, his Anakin was just not taking damage. That was crazy. Crazy. That's why you want Kenobi with Padme. Yeah. Painful to watch. You should have AoE'd more. No, you can't AoE too soon. It would have triggered Anakin when he had his AoE up, and it would have crushed me for twice the damage. We had to wait till the right moment when we knew his AoE was down, and we could trigger him. Consular with courage. All right. We got it, though. We won. Got the W in the W column. So, do I want to do 2 ships or 3? It's hard. I kind of want to do it this way so that I can potentially... No, I'm going to kill everything so fast, right? We're just going to kill everything in like 2 hits. If I put a 3rd ship in, it's possible that I kill his entire fleet before he gets any ships to take a turn at all. Because I can kill 1, 2, 3. If I don't put in the 3rd ship, then he'll get a turn. He'll take away protection from me anyway. So I think we do it this way. Kill all 3 of his ships before he gets to take any turns. That's my plan. Why not slave 1 for AoE, 2 ships? Yep. I think if I do it this way, I don't ever lose protection. I think if I do it this way, I kill everything. I don't lose protection. I still get 3 extra banners. And because I don't have this slot unlocked in my capital ship, I lose out on the potential to get those really high banners. If you don't have this unlocked, it doesn't give you credit for that 7th slot, unfortunately. 2 ships. Yeah, I'm listening. I'm thinking. I just want to clean it up. I think we're going to take in 3 ships, clean it up, be done with it. 3 ships. You get turn meter for kills in fleets? No. All right, let's just do this. Then let's do this. And then we'll take an assist over here in case he dodges, which he doesn't. And then we'll kill this. There you go. 3 hits, 3 kills, full protection, full everything, 66 banners. All right. Full clear. 12, 14. We needed all 3 of our teams. We needed the troopers. We needed the Vader. We needed the Padme. So I saved just enough offense to do what needed to be done. Now it's just a matter of whether or not he's going to clear out my defensive structure more easily. So what does he have left on offense that he can use? He's got the Darth Revan, Jedi Knight Revan teams, of course. But we saw a lot of this stuff on defense. The Padme's on defense already. Ahsoka was on defense. Wampa, Nest were all on defense. So he's got a team with Hermit Yoda, Juhani, whatever. I don't know, guys. I think he's in trouble. Right? Because he's got the Darth Revan team that's going to beat something. He could probably take in Jedi Knight Revan and Yoda and kill something with that. But then what's he got left over? Because I've got 3 decent teams on defense. He'll kill my fleet, no problem. I think he takes 3 zones and gets stuck against my Geos. No. That's what I think. I think he takes 3 zones and gets stuck against my Geos. And if I'd put the Geos up front, we'd have, it would be worse, right? Because then he would know and he would beat the Geos. I don't know. This is going to be close. Let's see if chat has any prediction. It's the last upgrade on the character ability on the capital ship. Okay. Probably splits the JKR team for offense. JKR Bindo Hoda as 3. He has Night Sisters. And Batsy with the Relic Grandmaster Yoda. Bastila with the Grandmaster. But again, I think these teams got enough sauce that, I don't know, just Bastila and Grandmaster Yoda. I don't know. He's got to kill a lot of characters here. And over here we got a lot of bonus protection, and we've got our own Yoda who's not built up that much, but he's not a scrub either. So yeah, I guess he could underdog these teams, but that's all my galactic power. Like I used every scrap of useful galactic power that I have. So there's nothing left in the tank. These battles, these are the fun ones. These are what we love. This is what we love. Good stuff. Good stuff. I hope it's as entertaining for you guys as it was fun for me to play, because it really, these are the ones that are easy where you just crush somebody. They're fun in a way, but it's not a challenge. The ones that are close, those are the ones that we enjoy the most. All right, let's see what we've got over here on Loquitur's ALEURA. All right, we got that up and running. I restarted my BlueStacks before this stream on both accounts, hoping for no crash. So let's pray for no crash. We got none on the Loquitur account, so that was good. Think you beat him on fleet? I think I beat him on fleet, but if he can underdog my teams enough, I don't know. He'll beat my fleet because he's got that Negotiator on offense. So he'll beat my fleet. I just hope I can take banners from him. I've got that Relic level Jedi Knight Anakin ship on defense. So as long as I get off one good area effect, I'll take banners from him. For sure, I'll take banners from him. All right, so we had another question. And I thought this would be a fun question to answer, maybe with some detail. Pro2Nub says, how do you know what your next relic will be? Is it based on fleet, events, character project, or what are you working on? So I want to do a little thing with chat. You know, I enjoy doing this with chat. So I want you guys to tell me, how is it? You can tell me either one of two things. Either you can tell me how it is that you pick your next character to relic, or you can say, I've watched you play Loquitur. I think I know how you pick your next relic. So one or the other. How do we pick our next relic? If anybody in chat is willing to commit something and try to help the conversation, I sure would appreciate it. So then we'll go through the chat stuff, and then I'll answer the question, fully from my point of view, what it is that I do and how I make those choices. Darth Vader says, what's up? Hey, Vader, glad you could join us. Welcome, welcome. You just missed a epic battle with the Loquitur. You go back and watch it if you want to, but it's going to be a close one against a good competitor this time in Arena. Joey the Goat says, for C on the Loquitur account. Arva says, for me, I have a priority list for relics. So he's just working through the list. Maverick Bowles says, depending on which team I'm building. Thomas says, I pick my next relic by going, ooh, that's a fun toy, doing some research and making sure that it won't be a wasted relic. That's smart. That's actually smart. You go, man, Vader seems cool. Like, he's really good. Okay, I'll relic Vader, right? And decision confirmed. Like, man, Ezra seems pretty good. I'll relic Ezra. And then you're going to find people that say Ezra's not worth anything. Don't relic him. Oh, well, okay, maybe that's not a good idea after all then. So, all right. Attacker for a main squad or a pilot. I think Loquitur picks relics based on what team needs a relic the worst. Vader says, I pick my next relic based on the current objective, working on Ki-Adi-Mundi shards, so he's going to be relicking clones and the team for the Ki-Adi-Mundi shard event. Try to tie into a team I'm working on, fleet plus pilot. Griff says, I choose a team or a project, and I go through and relic each character as I get the gear for them. If you're building a team, then Thomas Oliver says, if you're building a team, you relic one important character to make it functioning, and then for future Galactic Legend requirements if possible. Thomas, that's a very clever response. That's a very, let's say, efficient account building way to answer the question. I like that one. Arva says, I'm not doing well in fleet and need to get better. It means a pilot gets a relic. If fleet is fine, I look at my squad arena team, and if a relic would help that. Okay? Perfect. Arva, that makes a lot of sense. If that's not the case, then I work on my next project. Good. Liam says, the character that will affect the performance of the team the most. Joey the Goat says, you build the alphas of different teams and pilots, spy, JKA, etc. So, yeah. All right. I like this. This is fun. This is good answers. So what Joey the Goat said is partly true. So when you look at my account, I have promoted this concept of alpha characters since I very first started my stream. And that's the idea that you build up these support characters and you have one character on the team that's just going to take the whole team to a new level, and that's the team that you blast all your effort into. So the alpha on the Geos right now, obviously, is my spy. The alpha on my Padme team is this Anakin that crushes everything. The Snow Trooper brings all the horsepower to this Trooper team right now. The Jedi team doesn't currently have an alpha. That may change. Maybe Yoda becomes a good relic to get this team up and running. Darth Vader on the, he's his own team, and then whatever else I'm using for support, because I like to support him a little bit, like you guys know. So if I look at the whole roster, right, and I'm looking for my next project, that's kind of the feel, and then you circle back around and you start making your teams better. So once I've got those relics placed, I'd really love to relic Bosk. Maybe that would be a good character to relic at some point. Padme, circle back around, put a second relic on this team. So there's a lot of things that I would like to do, and it's pretty clear to me. Relic the Geo Brood Alpha at some point, Padme, Bosk, Grandmaster Yoda, and like somebody said, the requirements for C, Sith Eternal Emperor, these troopers, are requirements for him, so we'll relic them. But there's one thing that I do probably a little bit differently than most people, which is I let the game dictate a little bit what characters I build up. When I wanted to focus on Padme, I just built Padme. I worked on her gear. I geared her up. She passed up a whole bunch of people that were below her because I focused on her. But in general, I'm letting the gear fill up, and then each week I make choices on which character I'm going to level up based on what I've got going on. So what if Grand Moff Tarkin had been somehow geared up faster? Well, if he made it to the top and he was gear 12 and I could have reliced him and he's a requirement for C and I was doing poorly in fleet, back when I did the spy, if I had Grand Moff Tarkin already at gear 12, maybe it would have been a better move to go ahead and relic him for fleet than the spy. But the game just didn't give me the gear for Tarkin in a way that I prioritized Tarkin. So I know it's going to sound weird, but I'm going to relic what the game has given me. And Stark got close. Now, there's a specific reason why I want Stark. The speed of the trooper team is important. These troopers need to go first. I was 286 on speed. And once you start getting up to a certain point, other people start catching up to your speed. You've got to stay ahead of them on speed. So he becomes my next relic because in my mind, I feel like I've got to guarantee that these troopers are going first. And in order to keep them ahead of my opponents, I've really got to get him reliced. There's 6 speed here, 6 speed here, and 8 speed here that I have to get access to, that extra 20 speed. It's also going to give me 6 dot mods over here when I start doing that. And that'll boost his speed up over 300 and we'll stay ahead of everybody else. So it's a bit, somebody said it in the chat, what do you need? Do you need fleet? Work on a pilot. Do you need squad arena? Work on the character for your squad arena. Do you need speed to stay ahead of your opponent? For fast characters that you want to go first, getting them to relic level, getting that extra plus 20 speed on them can be a big deal. So it's a little bit of a caveat that I kind of wait on the game to give me the right gear for the right characters. It's just a weird thing that probably only I do. But for normal people, you build up the character that you want and you focus on what it is that your account needs at this moment. I definitely think that's it. And if you're not placing top 10 in fleet, you need fleet. It should always be possible to get top 20, and it should reasonably be possible to push up into the top 10 in fleet even with a free-to-play account, because most people just don't pay attention to this. They don't pay enough attention. And you can always, if you focus on it, you can always squeeze into the top 10. And that top 10 gives you 200 crystals a day, and that is huge. That's 4 refreshes. That's, 3 mod refreshes and something else. Had to throw mods into the discussion somehow. But honestly, once you can start getting ahead of your mods and stuff like that with these extra crystals, it's an effect that snowballs. And yeah, I would relic characters for fleet until I was getting top 10 in fleet. And you see that from my account reviews too. I review somebody's account and then I very quickly direct them, relic this boss and build up this character and relic your captain of your capital ship, get that fleet placement going. It's free money. Fleet number 1 or bust, says Arva. Nice. All right. Darth Vader says my way of relicing is picking a key character to a team. Yeah, kind of the alpha concept is. Vader does the same thing. 2 or 3 characters on a team, make it fully functional, move on to a different team, circle back around, finish it out later if you need to. And by what the game gives you, are you referring to the passive gear that you obtain through territory wars and battles? Yeah, Griff, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. the game just hasn't given me what I need to level up this Geo soldier, right? Well, I got these, but I spent them on Tarkin, right? Or Stark, I'm sorry. We spent them on Stark. So that's exactly what I mean by what the game gives me. The extra gear from raids and all that shows up that I can get. Yep. And that's a little bit random. And like I said, I don't typically go chasing these pieces. I'm just waiting for the game to give it to me. And if you said, oh, for fleet, what I really need is soldier, well, then farm that out and get your soldier to relic, Otherwise, I'm waiting on it. Bokov says, as a perk for those who have been here the whole time, they get to be the first to know. Account review survey is back up and running with changes to the form. Thanks for bringing that up, Nabokov. So a bunch of people have asked, why can't I get my name in on the account reviews? And there were a couple things behind that. One is we got really a landslide of requests for account reviews. And we were trying to get a hold of people and say, hey, your account's up for review next. And there were just people that put in their number for review, and then they're not part of our community. They're not in the Discord still. And they never respond. So we had to sort through some of those people, and we wanted to make some changes to the form. Those changes are made. And so for anybody who wants an account review, that's back up and running, and you can get in there and request your account review. Now, the stuff that we're reviewing, some of the requests are all the way back to, let's say, mid-February, end of March, or end of February timeframe. So we're still, at least 2 months behind when people have requested to when they're getting their accounts reviewed. So it's not a current event state of things where you put in your account review and you'll get it tomorrow. It's still a really long list in there. But the forum is reopened, and people can start putting their names in there and get themselves on the list again. All right, I need to go watch your gear farming guy later tonight, but a quick yes/no on buying the right side Gear 13 pieces for crystals. So anytime you talk about buying gear for crystals, that is up to you. Okay, if you want to spend crystals on that, I don't find it to be efficient. So if you're talking about especially these finisher pieces like this, they're painful to farm, but they come off of some of the best nodes in the game, and those nodes also give you other good stuff. These Mark 6 hypo syringes you still use. This gear you still use. It's off of a good node. It's got good money on it. So I never mind farming these things up. I just farm them. If we wanted to buy it for crystals, what would it cost? $8.75. So that's what, 27 per item, something like that. No, that's like 37 per item. That is really inefficient. You're better off doing energy refreshes and farming that node and being patient. So yeah, for sure. So no, I farm this stuff. The right side Gear 13, that's what you said, right side Gear 13. I farm it all. Farm it all. And I buy these pieces out of the shard store like we've talked about before. But you can see, this is my default node. I mean, anytime I have fleet energy that I don't have assigned somewhere, I dump it into this node so that I always have these. Always like having a ton of those. You use them a lot in relicking, and you also use them for Zinbittle cards. So that's my go-to node in fleet. Nope. My advice is not to buy those for crystals. If I was going to buy gear for crystals, I would buy the gear. I would buy these Mark 8 biotechs all the time, every day. And, if you really want to force feed those pieces and you say, okay, fine, if you don't spend crystals on them, then what do you want to do? Well, this is your second best bet. You can come over to the shard shop and buy those pieces out of the shard shop if you want to force it. It's not terrible. I mean, it's not horrible to buy those pieces out of here. They cost a lot, but I would do this before I would buy them with crystals. All right, let's see what else we got. For anyone who requests a review, be aware we do this for the love of the game and to help one another. Be patient. We have a massive list. Yeah, somebody was pretty rude and they said, oh, I thought you forgot about me or something like that. And it's like, well, you know, you asked for help and we're helping you, and it takes a while to get around to it. It's a free service. Nobody's paying anything for it. So it's not like you paid a fee and you're waiting. Now, with that said, if you are a Patreon of mine and you've signed up over on Patreon, talk to me in the Patreon only channel in my Discord if you want an account review, and you will get moved to the front of the list, because in that case, those people are paying for some kind of privilege. And, you know, the people who are free on the list might think that's a bad deal, but hey, you know, I've got a channel to run, and I do have, you know, I am trying to make some kind of little business out of it. So there has to be some motivation for the people over there on Patreon to want to keep supporting me. So it does give you some perks, and there's a Patreon only Discord channel that gets attention above the other channels, which is how it should be. Even if you're, you know, donating a modest amount, I think my lowest level is $4 a month. So, but if you're willing to do that, then I'll prioritize helping you, because you're helping me. We're helping each other. All right. How was the mythic event for Yoda? I can't beat it. To be fair, you have a Gear 9 Revan, Gear 11 Yoda. So the mythic event on Loquitur account, where did we end up on that? We did it all, right? Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't too hard. I mean, I did it with Bastila Jedi, but of course I've got that massive Anakin. So because we're able to use this crazy huge Anakin, then it trivializes the rest of the event. It doesn't matter if the characters die at that point. The Galactic Bounties, we went after Rebel Officer Leia Organa this time around with our measly little bounty hunters. And we've literally got 3 bounty hunters, right? We've got Boba, Jango, and Bosk. And we were able to successfully complete 2 instances of the Rebel Officer Leia Organa and get her shards. For people who do this, and, you know, Wampa seems like the best, let's say. Once you get into a guild that's doing light side Geo, you don't really get Rebel Officer Leia Organa for free anymore. And if you ever want to complete this character, you pretty much have to do her when these bounties come up. So I like her as the pick off of this list of stuff. Imperial Probe Droid is okay, but it's not yet a requirement for a Galactic Legend or something like that, where she is for the Jedi Master loop journey. You have to have her. And Wampa you can get for the Guild Event Token 1 currency, so you'll get him eventually no matter what. Her, you either have to go back to the Hoth battles or you have to get her out of here. So that's what I did there. I went for Wampa because I need to kill Wampas. That's a fair statement. Wampas need to be killed. Get in there and kill them. You know, I hear like sabers are good for killing Wampas too. Like they got a little like button tattooed on their forehead. You just take them out. Wampa killers. Like sabers. All right. Aiden says hello. Hello, Aiden. I'm struggling with Tier 6 of the EP event. Do I go for Palp first or Royal Guards? With Tier 6 of the EP event? Emperor Palpatine event. Do I go for the Royal Palp first or the Royal Guards? That's a good question. Let's see. How did I do that? I haven't done it yet on my Loquitur account, so it's been a long time since I've done it. Let's see. Getting a whole bunch of screens that I don't want here. Journey guide, Emperor Palpatine, activity, go to event. Let's take some Rebel scrubs in here. Who do we have that's no good as Rebels? Let's take in some kind of scrubs. Let's do Akbar lead. We'll do Ezra, this guy, Old Ben, Cassian, I don't know, whatever. That's probably too good. That's probably too good. Let's do something even worse. Let's do Han. Or we can just do Phoenix. Let's do it with the Phoenix team. Let's do it with the Phoenix team and see how it goes, because I don't remember at all. I get right to just Palpatine and die. Okay, let's see. What do we got here with these guys? Vader or Palpatine or the guards? Well, looks like we're just going to counterattack these boys into the dirt. Let's do... Is this the buff removal? Dispel the buffs. Get rid of that so he doesn't get leveled up. Let's call an assist from... I don't know. Let's call an assist from Zeb. Alright, then let's see. That put up the taunts on these guys. So we'll just hit them. We'll taunt with him. And their taunt goes away as soon as they get a turn, so it's not too bad. We'll just do a basic over here, do a basic over here. Do a shock grenade. Let's see. Buff him up a little bit. Keep him alive. Looks like that Royal Guard's going to keep his taunt long enough that it makes sense just to kill him. Alright, work on Palpatine some more. We'll trigger the other Royal Guard. And he'll have taunt. We'll have to kill him. And we'll just taunt again. Why not? Just kill him. Just finish him off. Alright. So this is a bunch of Gear 8 and Gear 9 guys. So, I mean, if you're not Gear 8 or Gear 9, then maybe the whole thing is just patience to get a little bit more damage. But, I mean, this event seems pretty easy, right? Doesn't seem like they're doing that much damage. So the answer looks like you're going to end up killing the Royal Guards anyway. So, there you go. Probably just as easy to just kill the Royal Guards first. Alright. Pretty sure Cassian Andor isn't Phoenix? Yeah. Yeah, I had to throw out Ezra because Ezra's Gear 12. He would have made the event way too easy, so I had to throw in somebody who's less gear. Oh yeah, Thomas said it. Ezra's too strong. Ah, yeah. Tank Trick said, just signed up for Patreon. I had to relink my Discord. Is there something else I need to do? No, I don't think so. That should get you a special title over in Discord. It should give you access to those Patreon channels, and we can chat over there. Nice. All right. Tier 6, which is 6-star, the one you were stuck on. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess I don't want to sound dumb, but just get your characters leveled up a little bit more and you'll be fine. It seems like that's probably it. You probably just don't have enough damage to get through the guards. So just take down the guards first and then kill the Emperor. All right. I beat it 3 stars. Nice. Okay, so let's go into the Grand Arena over here for the ALEURA account. Let's look at feats. We got one more to kill with Rex, Ahsoka, Darth Maul. We've got to do that today, right? We've got fleet battles to win tomorrow. 2 Bad Batch characters. What? What do we get out of that? Clone Force 99. Okay, so have to do that with 2 Bad Batch characters. Undersized squads. We're going to do that anyway. All right, so we got a Darth Maul, Ahsoka, or Rex, and we've got Bad Batch characters to deal with. All right. Against Tordaz. He full cleared. I full cleared. We full cleared better than he did. That was already known on stream. I did try to reach out to Tordaz and tell him that he could watch my offense side of it on stream, but he wasn't interested in joining the chat. So apparently not a Darth Loquitur fan. Too bad. Hoping for one more. I always try to message my opponents after we play if they want to go back and watch their teams and how they performed. They can do that, and every now and then I get a subscriber out of it. So that's fun. All right, let's look at our opponent's stats. Galactic power, 5.5 million. He's a little bit ahead of me in ships, but almost 500,000 ahead of me in characters. So there you go. Fighting up. Pretty good player. He's scored pretty highly. But you see here, he doesn't do a lot of undersized battles. And the amount of full round clears is low. So that means one of two things. Either he is putting a lot of characters on defense, or he's just playing Grand Arena and getting whatever rewards he gets. So it's hard to tell, but the opponent has the capability of doing good things. He's got the Rebel fleet, First Order fleet. He's got Empire, Negotiator. And if we go down and look at his capital ships, he does have the Negotiator 7 stars, Malevolence 7 stars, Finalizer 6 stars. Some other capital ships, everything's been worked on. So he's got 4 solid fleets. Shouldn't be any problem for him to compete both offensively and defensively. Over here in characters, we've got Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, Jedi Master Luke, both. So I expect to see him on defense and him on offense. Skywalker, Revans, Amidala, Stuff, Jedi Knight Luke, Jedi Training Rey, CLS, all kinds of good stuff. Malik. I feel like I'm looking at the wrong guy. That's Scion, right? Yeah, that's Scion. Okay. All right. Relics for days. Gear 12s. Wat Tambor's down here. Not relic yet. But lots of good stuff. If we look at his character speed, he's got that too. 294 on his Revan. Padme is 290. So not blazing speed on some of these characters, but fully finished mods. Hux with an offense set. Maybe there's something I don't know, guys, but maybe Hux is great with an offense set. I wouldn't mod him this way. I would always mod him for speed. But he's 286 with an offense set. So there you have it. His Darth Revan's not quite as fast as you would expect, 280. So there is some hope on mods anyway. All right. So we did something very different than what we normally do. So this corner is usually reserved for our Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, but we didn't do that this time. We put in 2 of the best teams that we have for getting holds. We put in the Padme team. We put in the Mon Mothma team, which when I put this team on defense, a lot of times I see 2 battles. It usually doesn't hold beyond 2 battles, but I often see 2 battles against this team. And it looks like we held him with Padme here. So my thought process was he may put both of his Galactic Legends on defense, so I'm going to keep both of my Galactic Legends for offense. Here you see we put the leftover team here, the leftover team here, the Sith and the First Order and Grievous. He cleared all that. And then on fleets back here, he cleared out this fleet in 2. He did have to come in with a second fleet and 1 here. And I'm not sure if he's done playing. I mean, he may still be playing. I don't know if he's done. So maybe he's done, but he may still be playing. Here we've got a solid wall of relics. Insane. Look at this. Rebel team, Padme team, the Revan team here with the, this guy, this Jedi Master Luke over there. And over here we have the Kylo Ren, and we have the Grievous team. So the question is, my friends, how do we run this? I feel like we just do the SLKR versus SLKR matchup here. And we do the Sith Eternal Emperor versus his JML here. And then we'll have to sort out if we can nest this team. Let's look at his potency. Anakin's good. Let's take a look at this R2-D2. Potency here is low, so he can't stun me with his electroshock prod. The only problem is with the stealth that comes out of this C-3PO. Sometimes we're forced to attack characters that we don't want to attack. Typically that should be Kenobi, and it does make Anakin really hard to get to with all the stealth. So Nest is an option here, but it may be a battle that I lose. So I put my Padme team on defense. I don't know that... I don't have a lot of good options for this. Triumvirate? Triumvirate's a good option, right? But again, with the stealth, I don't know. It's kind of wacky. This is a super strong defense. It makes sense why they don't get full clears. Troopers on Rebels. Yeah, the troopers could take this out no problem. Troopers could take that out no problem. And then we might... they've got the BB-8 here for the trick where they go fast. So I might just bring in the troopers over here, do my trooper sacrifice like I usually do. Or Revan. Maybe come in here with Revan, one or the other, and take out that team. But I think, to get this underway, we can just go to the arena squad here. And if I get this SLKR fight, we should be good. If it doesn't go my way, we may be in trouble for even keeping up with them on banners. C versus JML is very one-sided. C is a direct counter. Will clones work on GG? Yeah, the clones should work, but I may take Revan there to be safe, because I still do have Revan. All right, let's fire up this battle of the SLKRs. Now, my SLKR is super fast. I like to stun this Kylo first. Then I like to select the Stormtrooper and do the mass assist, and that gets me a bunch of critical hits. So what I'm doing there is I strip off his buffs, and that allows me to get a bunch of critical hits that helps power up my alt meter. And then this should get rid of the Stormtrooper. He'll retaliate back. Not much we can do about that. Now I'll stun him, gets rid of his buffs, allows me to crit him again. And then I'll take that damage. So I'm already up on my crit meter, or my finishing move, my ult. Yeah, that's what it is, my ultimate move. So then we can just do damage with this, get some big hits. He's going to jump in with his ult. And I don't think he can kill me on the next hit. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And kill the Hux. Ooh, try to kill the Hux. All right. And now I pretty much have to go into my ult because he may come over and stab me. And I can't have that. So we'll have to go into the ult here. Then we're going to remove his buffs and get a good crit on him. He'll come back and do the same on me. I'll come back and do the same on him. Oh, dear Lord. That's not good. That's not good. And I think I might have put my rebels on defense. Did I put my rebels on defense again? I did. So now I got to figure out what I got that can clean up SLKR. Should have done the basic. All right, well, we're down to just him and he's at half-life. And maybe I just have to do Vader on this. And just go in there and finish him off with Vader. He'll get one turn. He'll get to one shot a tank or whatever I put in there. I think we do Vader, Thrawn. Let's make sure we've got the right team selected. I think we do Vader, Thrawn, and a tank. Let's see what we've got for a tank. Shore Trooper. Just throw a Shore Trooper in there for him to kill. Vader and Thrawn with a fracture. Use a pre-taunt. Shore Trooper. Yeah, okay. Vader and Thrawn is worth a like. Okay. Feel like this should be good. I wish I could afford Wat Tambor in here, but I've got to save Wat Tambor. What I don't have to say, you know, I might just put 2 tanks in here. I don't know. Man, I feel like I need one more character somehow. Like one more character here might put me over the top. Just in case. I don't know, though. I don't know. All right. Well, let's get in there. Let's get in there and see if we can finish off this Kylo like this. All right. That was predictable. Fracture. I feel like we don't want to go into Merciless Massacre yet, right? We want to build up some debuffs on him. Hit him again. Swap turn meter. Now we'll do Merciless. Don't think that's enough to kill him. Yikes. All right. No. Boing. Done. Oh. No good. No good, boys. All right. Let's get over to the other side and see if we can work through that first. This we're going to do Triumvirate. We'll do Triumvirate with the tank, just to give us a little more time on Darth Sion. Big F, he's stronger than before. Yeah. When in doubt, timeout. Yeah, I probably could do a much better job of quitting at the appropriate time in these battles. That is true. I tend to play them out to the bitter end in a way that's not to my advantage. All right, we'll do that. We'll yoink some life out of these guys. And now we just got to get over to Anakin every time we can and work on him. Just do that. Just take the buff off of him. Oh boy. Stop killing my Traya. We'll do this again. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? Held by Hatred. And then tap Kenobi. All right. Now we can kill somebody. I think we just got to annihilate Kenobi. Oh, yuck. Yeah, I think we just got to annihilate him. All right. Let's try to get this back to where they're attacking Sion again. All right, that's good. Let's do some damage over there. Let's do some damage to him. Get him out of there. All right. Pull away some life again. Let's finish off Ahsoka if we can. Keep the isolate on Padme. Keep working our way through this. Kill that robot. Go ahead. Oh, that was surprisingly ineffective. Okay. I play that SLKR versus SLKR matchup a lot. That's not usually something I lose. So that's pretty frustrating to lose that matchup. I feel like that's a pretty good chance to win. All right, what all do we need in here? We need C, and we need Wat Tambor, and what else do we need? Do we need anything other than those two against the JML team? Nice job on the Sith Trio win, cool. All right, when in doubt, time it out. I feel the frustration. Yeah. Yeah, not good entertainment for you guys. Let's see. Who's going to go first? Are we going to go first, or is JML going to go first? 521. Plus we've got, how much speed? 40 speed, is it? Yeah, double for Sith, so we got 40, 61, 561. His JML is 432, so we're going way ahead of him. Okay, and then who am I going to link in this team? I assume that I have to link Gas and Luke, right? Those are the two guys that I have to link. There's just too many damage dealers in this team, right? Or do I have to link JML? I think I link these two and then come back around to JML. Poorly modded JML. Link Gas and JML. Link Gas and JKL. Yes, okay. JML doesn't do damage, so no point in linking him. Good. All right. All right. So what do we need beyond him and Wat? What else do we need in this? I threw away all my tanks. I don't have any tanks anymore. Right? Or at least not any good tanks. We do have Emperor Palpatine that we could throw in here. I should have put Emperor Palpatine in with Vader, so well, no, he only would have got +1. I don't know. I'm just replaying that SLKR in my mind over and over again. Nothing. The only thing you get to take all his protection, but he's not leading, so his taunt won't happen when he has protection. Okay. Just throw in EP to soak some damage at the start. Okay. We'll throw in EP to soak some damage at the start. Distract him a little bit. Maybe keep Wat Tambor alive for one more turn. Who knows? All right, let's get in there. Okay. So, tank tech. Over onto C. And then we're going to link this Luke together with this General Skywalker. All right. And then Wat is gone. And Palpatine soaks some damage like a good boy. And I've got all their protection. So that's good. Everything is proceeding according to plan. And Savior is gone. All right. Slide into the ult. Get rid of that backpack. Don't want to go hiking. Oh boy. That is a lot of damage. All right, here we go. Zappy zappy. I don't feel like I even need to link anybody, right? I can just kill him with that. And then we just start zapping old man hungry. All right. Good. EP eating the mark was really good. I agree. Emperor Palpatine eating that mark was straight cash money. Good stuff. All right. Let's see. Probably the cleanest win that we've got against these guys is the troopers. So we can potentially do a 4-man trooper squad. So let's see. What would a 4-man trooper squad look like? Like this. Take range trooper out. I don't know. Let's just leave it as a 5-man squad. Get a clean kill. I think that's where we're at. 5-man squad, clean kill. Nabokov says, yeah, those 4. All right, so let's target the guy who brings people back. Get rid of him first. Then, let's see, who do we want to carve armor on? I think, let's go for Rolo. We want to leave Biggs Darklighter alone if we can. We really don't want to touch him until the end of the matchup if we can help it. We don't want to give him any free turns. Put the mark over on this guy. We've got lots of turn meter on lots of troopers. So what we're going to do is target Biggs and try to kill him in one shot. That didn't even come close. That's no good. All right, well, resets Emperor's Trap, but we're okay with that. He's shooting everybody. All right, let's target Wedge. Kill Wedge. They never even got through our purple, right? Yeah, 60 banners. All right. What about Dark Trooper? I've got the Mystery 5-star Dark Trooper. There is that. We do have that. All right, so we've got a Rebel fleet, and we've got a Geo's fleet under lead of Grievous. I think we might want to do our Separatist fleet against his Separatist fleet. This is a weird version of the Rebel fleet as well. So he dropped a battle on fleet. So if we can get fleet with no battle dropped, then we're good. Let's just take a look at these Geo ships. 12, no Relic Geos. Okay. No Relic Geos. And he's got a good Grievous. Relic 3. Ship is all built. My Malevolence is not built. All right, guys, tell me, should I take in... yeah, no, I feel like I need First Order here because the First Order just dominates this fleet. I will destroy this fleet with no problem. So if I'm going to have a problem, I'd rather have it against the Grievous fleet. Mirror the Malevolence. Finalizer on the Rebels. First Order plus TB versus Rebels, please. More Rebels, how annoying. You really want that TIE bomber against the Rebels? Yeah, it won't even get a chance. It won't get a chance to be relevant if I put it in. This is a Relic ship though, right? Yeah. All right, so if we go in here, pick this Finalizer, pick, and we'll do Plo, And that's it. That's all we're going to do. Because this should be... Actually, I may save Plo. I'm going to do this and save Plo for... in case I need him with the Malevolence fleet. Sure, why not? No, I don't know. That's even more banners here. So much quandary. I'll just do the standard 5 ships. I'm not going to get greedy. I'm just going to do what I always do because I know it'll win. And we'll mess around with maybes on the other matchup. The missile goes to Han Solo. Congratulations, you got missiled in the face. You can't gain turn meter. Your attacks out of turn are bad. Oh, by the way, you're dead. All right. Let's go for a refresh onto him and kill Wedge. One shot. Can we kill Wedge in one hit? Yeah. All right, you got one ship left. What are you going to do? Where's all your assists now, bro? Speed up our turn meter, put a stun on him. All right, he's going to get a reinforcement. I don't think so. No reinforcements for you. We're just going to call it. Just going to call it. Y-Wing has no damage, so he'll be fine. If Rebel Y-Wing shows up. Yeah. Yep. That battle is so easy. Because you can put that Hunter-Killer missile onto the Millennium Falcon before it has any chance of going, that whole fleet is just utterly turned to garbage that fast. All right, let's do the Vulture Droid. Oop, where's my Sunfac? Sunfac, Spy, Soldier. I don't think we need any ships beyond that, do we? We'll put that in there. No. If you run out of ships, you lose with this. So, I don't know. We'll put in one more ship. I don't think we'll need it, but I can't drop this battle. I've got to win this battle. There we go. All right. So, let's see. How are we going to win this? He's going first because of his good capital ship. All right, let's try to stun the spy. Give us a small advantage there. Ow. Ow. Put that on Sunfac. Let's charge Malevolence. Let's see. We'll just do this. Do damage all over the place. Then we'll do this. Put buzz droids all over the place. Okay, and then he's got to work on my Hyena Bomber. And unfortunately, my Hyena Bomber is only 6 stars, so it's not that good of a Hyena Bomber. There's his Hyena Bomber, which is a good Hyena Bomber. All right, let's bring in the Spy. See if we can pop one of these guys out of stealth with a taunt on him, which is his Spy. That feels pretty good. Feels like something we should do. All right. And then we'll put these buzz droids onto his Hyena Bomber. That'll get us a free ship. So now we're going to stun this guy for a turn. Oh, we didn't get a ship for that? You only get a ship when you do a special ability. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Bad move on my part. All right. Let's bring this in. Try to get a kill here. Too many buzz droids flying around. Okay. They're killing all my ships. Now they're killing my real ships. Don't kill my real ships. This is area effect, right? We're going to do that. Put offense down on some guys. Then with this, yeah, let's just make sure he's dead. Get rid of him. All right, I've got one lonely ship hiding in stealth. Oop. About to be no ships hiding in stealth. He brings in the IG. And then I feel like I've got to bring in the IG, right? Because if I don't bring in a ship right here, this, what is, so dispel all buffs, remove all protection, and 20% turn meter. Oh man, I feel like I need this ship in here because if I run out of ships, I die, right? So we're gonna do that, and that didn't kill him, which is unfortunate. Yikes! Oh boy. All right. Need the Hound's Tooth or TIE Bomber for that situation. Well, I need a capital ship that's better, and I need my guys to be at 7 stars, and we'd be fine. There'd be no issue at all if I had everybody at 7 stars. Okay, I think we're going to be fine with this. Maybe I should have brought that in as a reinforcement. I don't know. We'll do that to get what I need. We'll get that to hide behind. We'll get that to pull and assist. And then we'll leave some of these other ships in case for some reason we've got some crazy cleanup that we have to do after this. I would hope not. I would hope not. Yeah, if I can get my BTLB done someday ever, that'll get me access to be able to use my Hound's Tooth over here, which would be helpful. I just want to kill something. All right, let's do buffs up on my guys. Do target lock. I'll just do a basic here. And then do a big hit. And that should be it, right? Yep. Okay, 43 banners. So where does that put us with regard to the total score? 1504. So I'm winning right now. I'll come over here. I'll beat this Grievous team. Select a squad for the Grievous team. And let's use these guys, right? I haven't gotten a kill yet with Ahsoka, Rex, or Darth Maul, so I am not on track to complete the quest. I don't think I can afford to try to complete the quest against this. All right. Well. Okay. We'll just do this. I love this sandwich ship. Nice. All right, all that stuff first. Yeah, we know. You've got all kinds of cool tricks. Let's see. We don't really want to kill BB-8 first. We got to kind of go over here to this Magna Guard. And let's start getting my guys going. Let's do tap on everybody. Spread some buffs. You don't get them, Revan. Oh, Bastila doesn't get them either. That's yucky. All right. Let's pass this to Bastila. And then we'll get attacked again. Then let's see. Let's stun the Magna Guard for now. Try that. Don't want him to give. I didn't want to give the buffs to Yoda right away because they were just going to strip them anyway. So let's see if we can work on this, and then maybe Revan will get a turn where I can mark something. All right, let's finish off this B2. Take the punishment for that. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Let's go over onto the B1. Tap him on the shoulder. Call some help from Jolie Bindo. Revan goes. Let's see. Now we're going to try to get the buffs from Bastila, so I'm going to save the buff spreading. And then we need to get Bastila back so that she can buff anything. She'll go back over here with Yoda. He'll pass all the good buffs to everybody. Let's wave our hand a little bit. Tap. Finish off the B1. Take our punishment for that. Let's target Yoda. Sure. Pass it around. Hit. Yeah, we'll just do this and keep the foresight up. Not that it did much good. Let's do that. Get everybody back to full life. Stun Grievous for half a second. Finish him off. 57 banners. Not the worst Grievous fight we've ever had. Not the best either. Okay, so now we got a couple teams that we're going to throw in here against this SLKR. If I put this clone team in, SLKR just goes nuts against fives and he like doesn't do his ult and whatever. So I think his health steal is enough that this is not going to be a problem for him. But I may be able to squeak in enough damage somehow to get him. So I don't know. We're gonna give this a try. We're gonna give this the old try. And see if maybe he does something other than attack fives. Who knows? Maybe he will. All right. Lots of damage. Get the taunt up. Get more damage. Pass it over here. All right. I can almost see the damage that I'm doing to this guy. We're almost damaging him. Very close to doing damage. All right, there we go. Keep it going. Keep it going, boys. Keep it going. Keep doing your basic attack on this dude. Don't do anything good. Don't stun him. Wait, Kylo. Wait. I need to get protection back. You gotta wait, son. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. Okay, boys. All right. All right, all right, all right. I don't know if we got our Rex kill with that. Don't care. We got a Kylo kill with that. All right, all right. I feel like we're in much better shape for this Grand Arena now. Fives with the kill. You're back in business. All right, all right, all right. Good, good, good. Third time's a charm. You know what? I just want to chill out, sit by the fire, watch a battle. No stress. Joey the Goat should have done that the first time. Oh, man. My clones are garbage. Guys, I honestly didn't expect that to work. I didn't expect that to work. All right. Lean back, take a drink, let Ness do her thing. Easy back wall. Seeing Phoenix is always a sigh of relief. Yeah. And this Relic 8 nest, it's just fun to watch. Just fun to watch. Talk about overkill. She goes into that battle. She's just like chuckling behind her hand. This is going to be so easy, she says. All right, select squad. Bounty hunters. Get that Boba Fett out of here. I don't need you. I don't need you, Boba Fett. You're dead weight. All right, taunt goes up. Mass assist goes in. Then we're going to go on Asajj because we don't want her dispelling all of our buffs. Oh, we kill her. Yikes, that's not good. Let's try to stun her again. Oh, kill her again. She got all of our buffs. Blah. All right, we got to get back around to Grief while he's not stunned. All right, kill the zombie, kill her. All right, let's see. Who do we want to kill? Old Daka, right? She's probably the one that most annoying out of all this. Okay, fine. Attack Aura. Losers. Okay. Bosk Taunt. Let's get this back and get these plagues gone. And let's kill Asajj. She should stay dead this time. Let's kill Mother Talzin. She should stay dead this time. Talia. Think you're going to make a stand. 61 banners, full life, full protection, underdog squad, feats being completed right and left. For the full clear. Okay. So now we don't care if he's done. We stumbled a little bit on Kylo, but at the end of the day, we pulled it out. Clone Troopers for the win. Beast Masters. Be nice to the Night Sisters, Darth Loquitur. They brought back Darth Maul. Yeah, that's true. That's true. They did help our buddy Darth Maul. So they do get some small modicum of respect from us. Small. All right, well, full clear. 2074 banners. 3 dropped fights. 2 in one spot. The rest was clean, though. That C victory felt good. I kind of just want to go back and watch C kill the Jedi over and over again. That was a very satisfying win. And having Palpatine in there to soak that early mark was perfect. I know we threw him away, but I feel like we threw him away for a good reason. So, that's awesome. They revive temporarily when a basic is used. Yeah, they come... Night Sisters come in and out. Once you kill them with a skill that says they can't be revived, though, they also can't come in and out with that skill. So that's why it's good to have Boba Fett in there usually, because you can crush them down and not have to worry about that. Oh, I should have... Oh, man. I didn't get credit. Oh, I should have come and complete the feat. That's bad. That's bad news. I needed to complete that feat as soon as I got it done. All right, we were 1 short of completing this Desperate Escape, so that's unfortunate. We don't get that. I really wanted those 250 points there, but just didn't work out where I could do it. Okay, and we'll get those. Oh, we didn't do the Bad Batch either. Yeah, we could have done that with Nest. We could have put Nest in there and 2 Bad Batch characters. Man, I messed up. Messed up twice this Grand Arena. Well, we'll get her next time. We'll get her next time. Claim my stuff. All right, are there any last-minute questions? We're probably going to close off the stream here pretty quickly. If you guys have any last-minute questions for me to answer here at the close. Somebody says play a bit on the free-to-play account. Joey says it's not free-to-play. Nope, it's $20 a month to play. I do $20 a month. Yep. When zombie is geared up, you can't kill them in traditional ways. You have to kill the weakest Night Sister twice, and then kill Daka, then kill the rest. Yeah, the Night Sister team, it's okay. You just got to bring something in that every time you kill a Night Sister, they stay dead. Something like Boba Fett with his execute missile, Jango Fett with his Zeta, anything like that kills and you stay dead. Like the evaporate with Mando. Once that Daka was down, she's not coming back any way, shape, or form. So that's why the bounty hunters are so good against the Night Sisters, because you do have several of those skills that put them down and they stay down. Yep. Griff says, only caught the main GAC, but good clear. Good luck, Inquisitors, in your GAC matchups. Right. That's awesome. Thanks, Griff. Appreciate you wishing everybody well. All right, so somebody asked for a little bit of gameplay on the Loquitur account. Let's see if there's a couple galactic battles, galactic conquest things in here we still have to do. I'm at the top sector. I'm just going for as many little wins as I can here. I really can't get to the next set of feats or whatever before it closes out. So We got Ewoks we can kill up here with a Revan team behind it and bounty hunters over here. So this is a good path for us. We can take this. I'm cheesing it with Darth Vader right now. That's what I'm doing. Just put a team of Sith garbage in here to make him go faster. Look at that. Look at this efficiency. 99%, right? Not a wasted moment on his stamina. Putting him in there just as soon as he's ready to go. Oh man, we lost Maul. That's no good. Look how fast these characters are. I have 3 instances of the leadership increase. So I've got 60% extra speed, 100% of my stamina, and the Ewoks still go first. Crazy. Crazy, this game mode. All right, let's do some Force Crush on him. And let's just throw a Culling Blade at him, do Merciless Massacre again. Cheese, cheese, and more cheese. All right, we'll do this again. And 3PO probably needs to be called at this point. All right, Merciless Massacre again. Cheese again. Cheese again. Cheese again. Throw the lightsaber at him. More cheese. Not enough cheese. More cheese. Let's throw a lightsaber at him. More cheese, please. All right. Tap him on the shoulder. More Merciless Massacre. Throw a lightsaber at him. Oh man, I'm out of cheese. The cheese ran out. I killed too many characters. The cheese is all gone. Merciless Massacre again. Put the debuffs on him. And throw a Culling Blade. Get the win. All right. All right. So yeah, this is Sector 5 normal. And I'm doing Sector 5 normal with an account that's right at 1 million galactic power. So you have to have 4 million to go to hard. But I'm doing it, you know. I'm doing this with 1 million galactic power. So there you go. There you go, guys. A little bit of gameplay on the Loquitur account here. All right, at least we go before these guys. The Ewoks are ridiculously fast. But at least with these guys. And the Force Crush doesn't put the debuffs on because they have the tenacity. But because we can do area effect damage with it under Merciless Massacre, the Force Crush still does a lot of damage. Area effect style. All right, let's go tap Juhani. Let's go hit her. And then see if we can pop Savior over here. Not yet. All right, we'll do it again. Let's see. Hit him. Force Crush. We did pop the Savior. Oh, boy. He got a turn. What you thinking, Yoda? All right, let's do Force Crush again. And go over here. Just keep getting turns over and over again. Cheesiest thing in the world. They're going to nerf these cooling discs, though, right? So, like this, I think, is the last conquest where you'll be able to use this super cheese strategy like this. All right, there's Bastila. Pull her out of stealth. Force Crush Bastila. We'll throw a lightsaber at her just for some extra damage. Oh, dear. Now we're out. Okay, out of cheese again. But now we can get debuffs on them because that buff is gone. So we're good. But it's what, 1 star? Could we see that R7 Anakin in Arena before we head out for the night? Sure, we could try to pick a exciting battle for him. Let's see if we've got an exciting battle over here. Okay, we've got a Relic clone, another Relic Anakin. The Rex is dangerous. He's dangerous. This should be a good fight. I'll probably lose this one, but we'll take it in there and see. All right, first things first. Let's punch Anakin. Wow, that did nothing. So we'll kick him. We'll just keep attacking Anakin. Now we'll come over and we'll take some buffs away from people. And then we'll do the buffs. See if we can get a little bit of extra life on these guys. We're going to do the retribution right away. And then we're going to keep smacking Anakin. All right. Let's clear the buffs off of him. And then Fives isn't going to get back to his taunt anytime soon. He'll be out of taunts for a while. Okay. The reason you don't want to do the area effect early on these guys is because you don't want to trigger Anakin any more than you have to. All right. Now we should be good. Let's kill his Anakin. No. I thought that was going to do it. Thought that was going to do it. I really did. All right. Now we're mad. Oh, now they're killing Anakin. Get him. Now we heal up. Now we're in good shape. Kill us. Oh, dodged. Come on, Ahsoka. That's no fair. Kill the Fives. Kick the Rex. Kill the Ahsoka. Got the Padme. All right. It was a little bit of work. We had to work there at the beginning, but after that, we're good. All right, guys. Going to wrap it up there. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate you all. If anybody hasn't hit the like saber, please use it. Smash that like button on the way out. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you can see more of my videos in the future. Join the Discord if you're not already over there. See you guys soon.